58. We are going. Box it, box it, box it, box it. You got tight right there.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
McKinnon, and an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers now going to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo! Check right 54, right 54.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Flush to his right. Catch made here by Campbell. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Check 9, check 9. Watch twist. Watch twist. Under crunch.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go,
Let's go.
There's a hush indeed.
at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Rodgers throwing again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that, play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it, because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 5-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball, because you're going after him.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Murray now on 1st down. It's complete. James White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a testament, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Rodgers to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
First down, Seattle.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. That'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down and 4, Murray. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. Go, go, go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Seahawks 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that time the tackle. Malik Hooker.
The tackle made by Malik Hooker. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better bring it.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
57. Mike, 57. Danny. 57's Mike. Mike, 57. They gonna need some therapy after this. 57's the Mike.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Eric Armstead just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Murray. This is White on the screen. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
At the 39-yard
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, Mims. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep, and this is caught. And he is... in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Cowboys 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. A big run there by Gurley. 44 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready? Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's go. Come on.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Watch the run. Check 43.
First down, here's White. Now White lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Let's go. Take the outlaw. Check 59.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another carry now for Gurley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. It's caught. This is White. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vincent Mayoa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, exit.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shit. Check 24. Check your hot read.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He finds Matthews. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Murray to air it out again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I smell fear in that offense.
Here's Murray from midfield. And that is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Here comes the boom. I see. Green 18. All right. 36.
Here again is McKinnon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
50, Mike, 50. You ain't going no. And check. Mike, 50, Mike, 50. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
50 to Mike. Watch the twist.
Now it's Rodgers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch QB drop.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Gurley. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They run. It's Gurley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. It's Murray. And that's caught by Smith. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And he'll get in! Touchdown, Cowboys! Kyler Murray, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point, it's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They run once more with McKinnon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third down, Rodgers completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 10.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Mims. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. Yeah, boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Johnson running right. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from 52, and this for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Finding some room at midfield. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Come on, set. Time to end it. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Murray. And it is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. Here we go. 319. Check 26. Check 26. Check. Check out.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mims, they'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he